it's Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Kurt Zauer, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
And now for something completely different.
Oh, it's different, all right, because we have a guest this week. Yes, we do.
Good evening.
Hello. What's happening, everybody?
Hi,
Welcome.
James.
Welcome to another episode of The Show Ops with myself, Pops Van Zandt. Always present from the other side of the pond, Mr. Dave Houston.
Hi.
Dave Houston. And we have guests this week, Mr. James Lee.
Oh, hello. Hi, James.
And our topic this week is independent comics.
Yep.
I have a lot of them. Like, this box is full. This other box behind me is full. But I didn't pull anything out of these boxes. I went over there to the wall where the fire boxes are. And if you're a comic collector, you know what a fire box is. Those are the ones with your best stuff that you grab and run outside with first. Right? Right? You got them right there on the way out. You don't have to trip over nothing. You grab those ones, 1, 2, 3, pile on top. Boom, boom, boom. Those 3 out the door. Okay. Then you come back in and get whatever else. Right. But you got your fire boxes. The stuff I pulled to show today is stuff from my fire boxes.
Mm.
I left out Image. I left out Dark Horse. I left out the sort of mainstreams because they get seen all the time. They, everybody knows about what they are. This is all, definitely indie stuff. Buddy McGill, right? That's a Mike Baron book. If you don't know that, guys, that's a Mike Baron book. So I pulled out some stuff that's special to me to show to you. What do you got?
I was going to say, Pops, you'll have some more of that kind of stuff than I've got for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know. But what do you got to show us, Dave? What do you got?
Well, I've just got a variety of what you mentioned before, Image.
See, I figured you'd cover that, so I didn't need to bring none of that.
Image, Top Cow, a few different ones like that.
Okay. James, what are you bringing to the table, brother?
Oh, I went and got some really old school.
Good.
I'm talking early 90s independent books.
Right.
I'm going farther back than that in my pile, but we'll see what happens here. Right?
No, because he was talking about Image, and Pops, me, 90s Image. I've got everything in the kitchen sink. I've got original artwork from Image. I've got, from the Payday. I've got stuff like that. So I decided I wanted to go something probably nobody's ever seen. Some books that are, because they're so independent, they were so rare back then, that I'm pretty sure that you've never seen. Pops, you might have seen them, but I don't know because, they were rare. So the first one I'm going to pull out.
Well, all right. We will let our guests begin the show.
Absolutely.
Is this one. Have you ever seen this book? This is Judgment from Lightning Comics.
I have not seen that.
No, I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, this came out in the early 90s. They did like 4 or 5 issues, but as you know, most companies back then, they only could get 4 or 5 issues. So this is one. It was a fantastic book. You can tell this is before computer coloring, before any of that. It's all hand done. Let me take it out because I can actually take it out. I have not taken this thing out in probably 30 years. So, and for back then, it was a really well done book. They spent a lot of money on this book back then because it's all color. It's all, they did a really good job on the color. So you see it. Really good job on the colors. And it has that early Image vibe. It really does, especially when they went full, the full screen and stuff. So it's like the extreme stuff and like that. It's basically a superhero book. It's like I said, it's rare to find. I think they only did like 3,000 print run on it, so it's real hard to find. And like I said, this was back in the early 90s. So if you can find it, pick it up. It's a good book.
Somebody in Facebook says they're missing number 5 of that series.
I'll have to look. I think I do have it. I'll have to look. But I just went and got the number 1.
That's Brad. Oh, that's my boy Brad Arney, my cameraman. When we go to cons, that's my dude. He's missing number 5 of that. Okay, so we go through like a stack. Give us how much do you got there? What do you got?
Oh, well, right now I got about that much.
All right, go through about half of that, and then
Okay.
Dave will go through about so many, and then I'll go through so many.
Probably one of my favorite independent books of all time. I mean, this is one of my favorite. It was done by 2 brothers named Ortiz. They were out of California. Actually, and if you have issue, I believe it's number 2, this has Kelsey Shannon's work in it. And me and Kelsey go way back. We're good friends. But this is Arachnus.
I have some of those. Yes, I do.
So this is a really good book. This book is fantastic. The Ortiz brothers, they just had some bad luck because Mushroom went out of business. But luckily, the Ortiz brothers did something a lot of people back then didn't do. They owned the trademark and the copyright, so they could move their comic book around, and they did. They went to 3 different companies, and I think they did a total of, I want to say 11 books. It was a total amount. And I have them all, and I also have the Specialist Zero autographed by them. So another one, pick those up. Those are really good if you can find them. And then I went and got this one. Have you ever seen Archangels?
No.
I have not seen that.
This actually had a long run. I think it went 24, 25 issues. But these guys, it is a religious Christian book, superheroes. It's actually really good. Like I said, this had for an independent book. This had a long run. Like I said, I want to say about 24 issues is what this one came out of. And of course, this one's autographed. I got this from these guys. So that's that one. And then got to give some shout out to Jim Palantino with Ash number 5 autographed from Event Comics. So Ash was a really good book. If you ever picked it up, they were really good. Did you ever get those pops?
Nope.
No.
This is Joe Quesada and Jim Palantino work. So this is really good. Great artwork. Fantastic artwork. And then from Liar Comics, More Than Immortal. You ever seen this one?
That looks familiar.
This is a really good. It's a medieval. I really liked it. It was really good. They had a good run with it. So if you can find it, I highly recommend this one. Really good. It's more of like a D&D type thing. So
yeah,
really good.
Fantasy stuff. I like that.
Yep. And then for Mr. Martin, who is doing Cold Day in Hell with Ethan, his Vortex. This is his. It's basically an opposite of Spawn. So he's actually a good guy. He's actually, come back. So yeah, this is really good. There's only 3 or 4 issues. I've got all of them. So it's really good. And then if you are a George Perez fan, and I know everybody loves the late George Perez, Crimson Plague, his independent book that he ran through Event. So yeah, pick this up. Really good book.
Never seen that before.
This is really good. And then I got another one. This one is, of course, Jim Palantino and Amanda Connor. Their new book, Trigger Girl 6. This is new, so this is really good. Really good book. I love Amanda's artwork. She's fantastic. Amanda and Jim did the great run on Power Girl and some other stuff, and Harley Quinn. So they are really good. They're really good people. Jim's really good, especially on the independent scene. He's up to a lot of people. So yeah, if you can pick it up, pick it up.
I used to have a cover signed by her, but I gave it to somebody because I'm a nice guy.
I've got the artist edition of that Power Girl as well.
Yeah. Now,
Besides,
for all of you who have been trashing Star Wars, even me, the original, including me. So the original idea, if you don't know, George Lucas wanted to make another sci-fi film, and he was told no, and then he created Star Wars. Do you remember what that film was?
I do not.
Flash Gordon. If you haven't seen this book, this is fantastic. It's from Dynamite. It's a miniseries. It's 6 books, and this is old. It's got new artwork, but it's got old school feel of Flash Gordon from the 50s. I mean, they really nailed this one out of the park. So if you can pick up this, it's Flash Gordon Zeitgeist. If you can pick it up, get it. It is fantastic. And then from Mr. Joe Benitez from Image Comics fame, his independent book, Sitcha. This one's real rare because he actually drew on it. So this is a sketch cover that he did for me. But if you can pick this book up, it's fantastic as well. And then Shelby Robertson's Darkshare. This is a really good book. Great artwork. And this is the artist edition, so there's no coloring on inside this one. So you really get to see his artwork. It's really fantastic.
Well, that's why some of us love black and white, because I mean, you got to be really careful who you hire for a colorist so they don't wash out your line work. You know what I mean? Some colorists they don't get it, you know, and they think, oh, I'm going to shade it with the color instead of the line work that's there. Don't wash out the line work. Just don't do it.
So you ready for the big surprise?
Okay. Dragon Rage. Look, I got one of those that you don't. I have to pull it out of a different box. But...
You know, this right here is the artist edition.
Yeah.
So this is the artist edition with David Finch artwork on it. This is the regular edition with David Finch artwork on it. I'll just now dig it. I can guarantee you he's got a Dragon Rage and he's digging it out.
Yeah, I think you're right, James.
Sure knows. As a matter of fact, it's probably more rare than than you might believe.
But on these, yep, I know about that one too. Yep, that was also available. It should be the same one as this one here.
Yeah, there was very few of this cover though.
Right. Yeah, the artist edition is the rarest, the black and white one with Finch.
Mm-hmm.
But he scrapped this whole story for his new project. So his new book is not a follow-up to this one. So yeah, I know the girl at the end of the book, I was like so sad to see her go, but you know, I really like her. And I know you did too. So yeah, like that.
Actually, this book here, this one's it's not the full book.
Yeah, it's the precursor.
Yeah, it's the prelude, and it's only like, I don't know, 12, 16 pages.
Right.
You know.
Now,
this is Jimmy Reyes, Brad. Jimmy Reyes' book.
Yeah.
Dragon.
He also did a cover on my book. He's worked with David Finch, so he's a fantastic artist.
You about halfway through that stack? Let's give Dave a turn.
Yeah, I can stop.
All right, Dave, you ready? What do you got? What do you got, dude?
Right, Pops and James. I'm gonna. These aren't in any particular order, so they're just as they come out of the box. This is a Fantagraphics one. Doomsday Squad. Fantagraphics.
Yep, I got some Fantagraphics.
I have heard of them.
Yeah.
But see, that's art by John Byrne.
Yes, it is. This is issue number 1, by the way. First issue.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
That's that one. And we have, what's this one? Oh, First Publishing, E-Man.
Ooh. Very nice.
This is another number 1 issue. Lights, Camera, Cataclysm. Mm-hmm. Starting art. That's that one. And we have another E-Man. This is number 2. So this follows on. Alone against the F-Men, I think. Not the X-Men, the F-Men. But that does look a bit like Nightcrawler. So that's that one. This is number 3.
Oh yeah, that
What does
Oh,
that remind you of?
oh, I know. Yeah, I can see that cover.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Any similarities to some Marvel
Oh, I know.
superheroes?
I can
Purely
I can almost tell you the
coincidental.
X-Men cover that's off of.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is issue number 6.
Yeah, the parody.
That's that one. This is number 9. Tiger Lily.
All right, give me a second. I gotta get something for my dog. Right back.
Okay. This is number 10. The Secret of Novocaine.
The Secret of Novocaine.
That's the one.
Shit, Facebook. Quiet. Damn it.
And this is a number 1 again from, this is more recent, 2006. This was a one-shot that we did.
Nice.
Is that one? All right, moving on. This is a free comic book day Dynamite book. Vampirella cover. Somebody signed it. I don't know who that might be, but looks like somebody signed that. I don't know who it might be.
Yeah, I left the vampires in the box because I knew you'd show something.
Yeah, this is a Vampirella holiday special one. It's like a Christmassy one, I think. Holiday special. So this one is Comico Justice Machine Annual. Have you ever seen this one before? Comico. That one?
I don't know that I've seen Comico before.
Maybe not. Well, this is another Comico one. This is a Comico Christmas special.
Huh. Yeah, I don't. Now that logo looks more familiar, or the way they got it written out on top. I might now, but the way it was written on that other one, I didn't recognize it at all.
Yeah.
Brad knows him. Brad knows everything, though. He's got 70,000 books to our, 7,000.
This is an IDW one, Mars Attacks.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. That one. This one is not sure who the publisher is on this one. DDP, is that? Something like that.
Is that Diamond Dallas Page?
It could be.
I do not know what DDP is.
No, I don't.
Devil's Due Press, is that what it is? See, Brad knows it all.
Yeah, that's you. It's okay, as long as somebody knows, that's all we need.
That should be hosting this show. He's got more comics than all of us combined.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Here's another one.
Lady Mechanica. See, I got one of those.
I got one of those.
I mean, I have one in this stack here I was going to show off. Actually.
Oh, no, I don't have one in the stack. No.
I actually pulled one of those for the show. Yep.
Okay. That's that one. This is a BDI one. What does that stand for, guys?
Big Dog Inc.
Yeah, could be. See if you can see that.
Legend of Oz, Wiki Wink. Okay.
That's the cover. This one is BDI again.
That's actually a nice cover. Simple cover, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Coloring's done really good.
Yeah, I think he signed it at the bottom as well.
Yep.
Yeah, quite simple but effective, that one. This is who's this one? Tenko Comics. Oh,
Gene Roddenberry did one. I have that. I also have the one that Leonard Nimoy did.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've got those. Yeah. Yep, I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was getting into comic books back in the 90s, and they just
were.
And they actually had some really good books that came out in the 90s. They didn't get a hold on it. iBots. Yep, I remember that one. Yep. Special featuring George Perez. Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, George was a busy person back in the 90s.
He was.
I got to meet him a couple of times. When he did his he put out a set of Batman prints of the covers when they brought in Tim Drake as Robin.
Okay.
Not Tim Drake. Yeah, that. Yeah, I got that series right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Primordials. Yeah. But George, it was not Tim Drake, but with Jason Todd.
Right.
With his covers of Batman and of Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And he signed every one of those prints and the folder they were in for me. So I've got all those.
This is an IDW Star Trek one.
That was for the movie, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's part 2 of 2, this story. This next one is Innovation. Torchy. Innovation.
I remember that book, but I didn't get it.
Summer Fun Special. Quite a simple cover. That one. And this is a Vampirella versus Dracula #5 by Dynamite.
Yeah, and then it went from verses to getting married.
Yeah. Someone there.
I'm not kidding. They actually did that. They actually got Vampirella and Dracula married. Yeah.
Right, Pops, do you want to pop in for a little while?
All righty then.
Drum roll.
I'm going to begin with stuff that I love. All right. We'll go back in time to Parody Press from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Black Belt Hamsters. Yep.
Yes.
Radioactive Black. I remember those.
Black
Yep.
Belt Hamster.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I remember those.
Now, this one, 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Chin to sign it for you.
So Don signed so much stuff for me. He signed a guitar pick from Beard Zerker.
Yeah. Oh, he signed everything on Berserker.
This is a Jim O'Reilly cover. Jim O'Reilly was on the drawstream earlier today, yo. Yeah. And X-Farce.
Yep. X-Farce. Yep.
Don is the dude.
What you doing?
Don is the Don of comics, yo. Don Chen, Parody Press. Love all this stuff. I also have one, The Mighty Four, which is a parody of Journey into Mystery.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Mr. Chin. I love Mr. Chin. The next person I'm going to bring up here that I really love, Mike freaking Baron. All right, we got Buddy McGill, U.S. Special Agent for the Transportation Security Administration. All right, some kind of drug sniffing dog or drug taking dog or something. I don't know. This is very special that Mike sent to me. This is black and white and ready for crayons. The Badger Color Therapy for Adults. It is a coloring book of Badger art that you can go and color yourself.
Mm.
Mike,
You know
awesome, dude.
You know what's interesting about those is, especially like with when they did Jim Lee's DC comic Batman coloring book, they're artist editions. They're the black and whites.
Mm.
I mean, seriously, you go look at it. It's all black and white. There's no colors or anything on it. So it's the black and white art.
Nexus triplets.
Sweet.
Justin Belmont's Folks the Fox, which was written by Mike and drawn by a bunch of other people. Justin Belmont's creation. We have. Come on, guys. Florida Man. And if you know what I'm talking about, Florida Man 2 is available right now on Point My Comic. Go check it out. Go check it out. Florida Man, Mike Baron. And finally, Mike Baron's Thin Blue Line. Drawn by an actual policeman. Good stuff here, guys. Really good stuff.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff.
And then you guys you might have seen our Wednesday show called Still Token with our boy Benjamin Bartlett and Jeff Holman. Well, they're comic creators, guys. They got a book that used to be called The Talking Dead. Right? Premiere issue, The Talking Dead. Then some asshole sued them, and they had to change the name of their book. Talking with the Dead. They had to change the name of the book. But anyway, it went like this, The Talking Dead, for a while. And I got all the ones that are actually The Talking Dead, not the reprints that say Talking with the Dead or whatever. Bill Diamond. Bill Diamond is a director. Bill Diamond signed this. They signed this. Okay, everybody signed it. Bill Diamond is the director of some independent films and whatnot, but he's also the director of their live-action episodic shows on YouTube about these characters.
You know, I just had the funniest thing.
Talking with the Dead, smoked.
No, not token, but tweaking with the dead.
No, I'm not going there. But this is about some growers that, find out that weed is the key to keeping the zombies calm and shit, but they're trying not to let them get all their stash because, can't give it all up. So they're trying to protect their farm at the same time, trying not to get killed by weed-craving zombies. Good stuff, man. Really funny.
I'm made Cheech and Chong didn't come up with that idea.
Actually, Tommy Chong was on their show. Okay.
But I'm saying I could just see Cheech and Chong, like Up in Smoke and stuff. Zombie edition. Yeah, that'd be great.
So I'm going to show some other stuff that we got. This is from Dirk Manning, The Uncanny Ad-Free, which is a wrestling comic. If you can see, we got Kurt Angle, Eric Bischoff, Arn Anderson, Jim Ross, right? Wrestlers.
Yeah.
Somebody that's just impossible to find. Impossible to find anywhere. Arsenic Lullaby, except I walked right up to his booth at the Grand Rapids Comic-Con going, how come I can't find you anywhere? And sure enough, you can find him online. I couldn't find him, but other people could and made me look stupid. But yes, Arsenic Lullaby. This shit's hilarious, guys. It's dark, but it's hilarious. Some of you may know this. Evangeline.
Oh, do I want me to go get my?
Yeah, I know that title.
I actually have that one autographed, and I got a picture with her.
Nice. There you go. Evangeline.
Yes. Yep, I bought that. Yep. She was really sweet. I mean, when you meet her when she was doing the cons and stuff,
Right.
She was real sweet.
Do we have any fans of the book Elric? Elric. Michael Moorcock's Elric.
No, I do not have that.
Oh, this is really good stuff. Roy Thomas. Yep. Really, really good stuff. This is actually a novel, a series, high fantasy series that got adapted to comics.
Right. That's what that, and believe it or not, a lot of the new mangas that are coming out are based on light novels.
So we got some different, I got 4 different copies of Elric books. There's more though, obviously. First Comics. This is one of 5 in this particular series, which is Weird of the White Wolf. But some awesome stuff, man. Elric. Now, either you know or you don't know. There is no in between. Either you know, or you do not know.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the origin of underground comics, guys.
It is indeed.
You got Feds and Heads. We don't allow no hippies here in Gruntville. Yeah. And then you got the Freak Brothers. And I got lots of Freak Brothers. Because this is the root of underground comics right here. This is it, guys. This is when they started doing stuff that you couldn't do anywhere else. The big guys wouldn't look at you. Imagine that. Remember a time when the big guys wouldn't look at you, so people started doing their own thing. Right? Freak Brothers. Now, I have some more stuff related to this, but it's deeper in the stack. Which one of you wants to go next?
I think James can go again if he likes.
Okay, so how about this? Does everybody remember this one? From back when they released the movie. Topps' version of the comic book.
Yeah, Topps has a bunch of movie adaptations. I have a few.
And of course, got to give a little shout out to one Ethan. Cyberfrog. Now you said old school. Try this one for old school.
Domain. I remember that.
Yeah, that's old school. And then, of course, Mr. Flash Gordon himself. Did you guys get to pick this up? This is hilarious. I love this. I was like, oh, yeah, I could see that actually happening to him. And then John Carter from Mars Special Edition. So, and the only way you could get this one is if you did the auction with Clan McCon when they did the actual artwork. That's the only way you can get this one. So there's I think there's only like 300 of these. So they're very serious. And of course, shout out to Brian Polito with his new Hellwitch. This is really good. And Pops, remember you were talking about what we did last night?
Yep.
Guess what?
There you go. Look at that. Wonderful. City of Heroes, people. You see people playing the game on all the different channels, and check that out.
This is not the Image comic. This is the original, the first run of the comics.
Right.
So yes. And another shout out to somebody I've known him for a long time. Great guy. Mr. Ben Dunn's Warrior Nun Areola. And yes, he did sign it. So this one was signed. And then, of course, Mr. Murphy's War Party. This is really good.
That's cool.
And probably when it comes to Catwoman, there's no bigger name with Catwoman than Jim Ballant. And with that, I bring you his wonderful tarot book. Yes, he did sign
Yeah,
it.
I used to have some of those.
Yes. And then, of course, one of our favorite guys that always causes us trouble, but he's actually really cool, Niobe. So, yeah, I have Niobe, and I have the special cover that nobody can find of Niobe. So, that's it for this round. I have to go get some.
Right, I'll dig a few more out for you.
So I'll be right back.
Okay. Right, this is Occupy Comics.
What the hell is that? I never seen that before.
No. It's I think it's Black Mask Comics.
Huh. Black Mask Comics, yo.
And there's a few names there,
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
a few British ones. I'll just open this one up and have a look inside it, see what it's like on the inside. That's the first page.
Brad Smokes the Fox is a two-part thing. One is Weaponized Werewolf and one is Smokes the Fox. If you hit Mike up, you could probably get him. And you know you can reach Mike through the madness, bro.
Nice black and white art there, though. So I'll show you one or two of the inside pages.
That's good looking stuff.
There's a couple of, I think it's a few like short stories from what I can gather. And there's a really nice page, center page drawing. And then you've got another story.
That's some good looking stuff right there.
Yeah, you get a variety of different styles and artwork in this book. There's a variety of things. So that's that one. Put that back in there. This is a sideways cover one.
The Barbie twins. Oh,
By Tops.
Tops again. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. 1995. This one. So again, it's obviously a calendar because it's got a hole in the top. So just show you the inside page.
Nice. 1995, people. Look, September. That was my birthday. That's my birth month right there.
This is October.
I like it.
What's this? November. So different art styles on different pages, as you can see.
Yep.
That's the one. This is January.
Oh, see, that's not fair. January's hot.
That's January. This is February.
That should be
Yeah, you would have thought so. This is March.
All right, good stuff.
I think this is the one that was on the front cover.
Right.
Okay. And you get a double page one there. And it's by Julie Bell, I think that is. Julie Bell art. That's the next one. And that one.
That one's like, that's the closest to the Barbie looking thing I've seen yet.
Yeah.
The shades and all gives it the Barbie look for sure.
That's it.
Pretty nice. What else you got, Dave? What else?
I'll just go to the end of these last couple of pages.
August. There you see, those look Barbie. Those look like Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks good. Mm-hmm. See, they don't look like Barbies. They look like Barbie.
November. Last but not least, December.
They look like Maryland's.
Yeah, they do a little bit, don't they? So that's that one. I thought I'd show you that one. It's a bit more unusual. Right, this is Spoof Comics. Have you heard of them?
No. Dare Dame. Oh, this. Okay, here we go. So this is like another parody press, basically.
Yeah. Kind of like.
Dare Dame.
Spoof Comics.
What's her catchphrase underneath the title? I can't quite read it.
It says, no, hang on. The woman without what? Brag. The woman without a brassiere, I think it says something. It's hard to read with it being pink.
I don't know what it says.
Yeah, I think it's the woman without a brassiere. Right. How about this one from Image Comics?
Tales from the Con. Okay, I've never seen this. What's up with this? According to this, we're in the small press area. There's people ironing. Yeah.
That one. And we also have an issue 2. Tales from the Con.
Huh. Never seen those. Makes your iPad smell like old comic book. Okay. All right.
There you go. Right. I'll break off there if you like.
Oh, does that make it my turn?
Yes, it does.
You back?
All right. Y'all know about the Green Hornet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The trading card still in the bag, all that shit. Multi-dimensional trading card included. This did not come from this dimension. And it's even in a plastic case in the bag.
Yeah, they sealed that one.
Yeah, it's like, you ain't taking it. You ain't opening it. Okay, what do y'all know about Bongo Comics?
Yeah, I've got a few of those.
Krusty the Clown. Yeah. And somebody said something about Lady Mechanica. This one's a little different.
Oh, nice. Pencil edition.
Uh-huh.
That is nice.
Clockwork Assassin. Dun, dun, dun. Now, some of you know him. We love him. He's one of the regulars on the network. But this particular book is the original first edition of Mary Machine Gun #1, which was redone because of, reasons. They redid it. There's not a lot of these. And yeah, I got to have the #1. I got to have first edition of something. Not after they fixed it, not later on. I got to have the one that came off the press first. Max Devill's Mary Machine Gun #1, from Atrocity Press. Yes.
Which now I believe is going to go to Antarctic, isn't it?
Say what?
Did he sign a deal with Antarctic?
Yeah, Antarctic does some of his books. But I mean, he's Atrocity Press. They just distribute some through Diamond. But I mean, he's got like 5-6 titles now. He's all kinds of stuff. Them are one of our sponsors from Committed Comics. Nira X, Bill Moss. Bill Moss.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Right? And I got 2, one with the and one without the. Yes. Dynamic Forces. You know anything about Dynamic Forces comics?
I do.
I'll bet you do. Painkiller Jane and Dark Child.
Dark Child was an interesting book.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one certificate of authenticity signed by a bunch of people and all that.
Yeah, you used to get those. I think you could buy them online once upon a time.
Well, the Dynamic Forces you got through a thing with Wizard Comics.
Mm.
And you had the Wizard, the books.
Yeah.
This is
in there to get it.
This is going to be a book that you're going to recognize the names, but maybe not the book. So I'm going to start with the names.
Okay.
You know the names, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know the book.
Yeah. Project X, Pre-marked up to $4.95. Don't you love that? Pre-marked up to $4.95.
And you still paid $5 for it.
Pulp Fiction. A-list comics. Probably ain't never seen those. I think this is number 6. Number 6. And again, when it comes to print books that came out #1 and then they changed it and went back and redid #1, the first chapter 1 of Worthy Chaos Chronicles Redemptions. And yes, I got all 8 of the other ones too, but this was the first that Carissa put out last year, #1. She just put out number 8, This was #1 last year. She just put out number 8. I'm tired of the excuses. Put in the work, guys. Put in the work. Now this, I had to show this just because. Redneck #7. Woo! Redneck #7. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Redneck or not.
No.
No, but I know what the word means.
It's funny. It's good stuff. Check it out. Now I told you we was gonna get back to the origin of underground comics. And yes,
Underground classic.
the origin of underground comics right there. And yeah, they told you ahead of time.
Well, look at the cover.
This ain't for kids.
Yeah, look at the cover.
Rip off comics. Go ahead and tell them how old this stuff is, James. This stuff was being sold in head shops before I was old enough to go into head shops. So early 70s, you could get these books in stores where you bought pipes and stuff for smoking weed. It's funny, they let you buy pipes for smoking weed, but they wouldn't let you buy weed. Whatever. Anyway, this one is probably the most special, and it's in Mylar, and it's in beautiful condition.
It is indeed.
Gilbert Sheldon in 3D, guys. This stuff is hilariously funny. This is beautiful. I don't even take this one out. I don't even mess with it. That one is in immaculate condition. And then there's those books. You know, a little bit of rock and roll comics. Rush. They can cover all kinds of bands. I got a bunch of them. But, Arrow Comics. Spank the Monkey.
I remember Arrow Comics.
If you don't know, you need to go know. Okay? Arrow Comics. Spank the Monkey on the comic market. This will tell you everything you need to know about all the dumb shit going on in the comic market now, because it happened before. Heavy Metal Magazine, Tarna, #1.
Is that the one that got all the turmoil because they actually put her in clothes?
After that, yeah, they did. They probably made everybody mad.
Well, they're almost. It's like they're almost completely shut down now.
Mm-hmm. Wizard, Top Cow, Tales of Darkness.
Yep, I got that one.
With the thingy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Now this was a while back, obviously, but had to have a little bit of turtle in here just because. So there's a little bit of turtle for you. Urban Legends #1. And then because you can't go turtle without a little Usagi.
Usagi Yojimbo. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta have some Usagi in there. Look, that's old school turtles, guys. That's the way it's supposed to look. That's the way it's supposed to be. Old school turtles.
Yeah.
Another one from, I believe, Arrow Comics, Realm, which Randy did not edit this one, but he did have an ad in here, so he signed it inside on his ad. That's Randy Zimmerman. Yep. Chaos Comics, The Undertaker.
Oh, I have a ton of Chaos Comics.
Yeah, me too. But most of them are like Lady Death and Evil Ernie, and I don't really consider that like. I mean, it's indie still, but man, everybody knows about Lady Death and Evil Ernie and Hell Witch. You know,
I remember when Lady Death first came out. You know, that first issue came out, and he hit it right on the nails. Shaki Yojimbo, #1.
Fantagraphics.
Yep.
Fantagraphics. And because, you know, they did it again. I don't know. Volume 2? I don't know.
That's IDW there.
Yep. I don't think it's the same book though.
No, it's not. No.
You know, different.
Yeah, it's maybe a different volume, is it?
Well, it's IDW signed and got the contract to do a release, but it's not the original run of Usagi Yojimbo. No.
So we're gonna let our guest. You got anything else, Dave, or are we gonna let him finish the show for us?
Yeah, we can let James finish the show and carry on next week because I've got a bit more independent stuff to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I only pulled out stuff from my firebox. Okay, I got tons more indie stuff. I got 2 drawers in the filing cabinet, 2 boxes behind me. You know, I got a lot of indie stuff. This is my firebox. Say that first, you know.
So You brought up Evangelina. Well, here is Coven by Ian Churchill. This is the black and white edition, which means you get to see all of his beautiful artwork, and it is beautiful in this edition with no coloring. So it's just black and white. This whole series is great. Ian does some phenomenal artwork in here. Must get if you need it. Okay, that's number one. So we're going to go with Scion. Cross Gen. Remember these? Cross Gen?
Yep.
Yeah, these are great. I've got a bunch of these signed by John Shin, so these are really good. And then Mr. Bart Sears' independent book.
Which one is that?
Brute and Babe
Okay.
by Bart Sears. And then a little Confederate monster. Frankenstein during the Confederate Wars. The war. Two of those. And then this was a fun book. Arachne. Did you guys get this?
I do not.
Seen that before.
This is number one, and this is a fun book. It's Spider-Man basically. Little fan service in it, but it's pretty good. And then Vampire Hunter D from Strange Comics. Artwork by Jay Lee. Oh, this is a really good book. And then a shout out, I got two of them. A shout out to the late, great Michael Turner and his wonderful books from Aspen, Soulfire,
Yeah, I might have a couple of them.
and Aspen. So,
Yeah, I think I might have a couple of them.
and then, of course, one of my favorites, Wolf and Betsy. This is now at Alternative Comics. You can go pick them up. They're really good books, fun books. Great, tongue-in-cheek, vampire, werewolf. It's hilarious. And then, of course, Perfect 10. If you haven't got this, this is a great book. Guy does a great job. So please, if you haven't got them, go pick them up. Great books. And then from the Barton Brothers. Yes, the Barton Brothers. Kozar.
I have that.
Yeah, great book. Great book. And then a little Transformers, number one,
Mhm.
from DW. And last but not least, Frank Miller's Ronin 2, book 2. Art by Phil Tan. I mean, it's amazing. Unbelievably amazing. So pick those up. They're really good. So that's it for me. So that's it.
Nice selection.
Thank you.
Most excellent. We got more. Look, you guys want to do some more indies next week? Next week we can.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we can do more. Yeah, we can do more.
All right. Like I said, I got tons. That's just tip of the iceberg.
And you'll probably have more than us to put together, Pops.
Well, yeah, this will be better for me because when I found out about it, I was like, going, okay, I got 10 minutes to go find books.
We do this every week, dude. This is like the 60-something episode, right? We pick a topic, we just come out and we just run through them fast. We don't like examine them or review them or anything. We crack jokes about the fact that superheroes always getting their ass kicked on the cover of a comic isn't a good selling point, or laying out knocked out on the cover of your comic. That's not the image you want to present to your customers. You know what I mean? You want to stand there kicking ass, or you don't want them knocked out. It's just not a good look. So sometimes we crack jokes about the covers and stuff. We compare the difference between like the English version versus the American version, like when we pick a big two. But even when we're talking about big two, it's older stuff. It's not what they're doing now. I'm just not behind it. So
yeah.
But we love having a guest, man. James, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, James.
Yep.
I mean, nobody wants to listen to me talk for an hour. I do got a whole bunch of ads to play though, because I love all the people.
One last thing. I got one last thing since we're doing independent. Just one last thing. Hold on just a second. One last thing for you. This is going to surprise. This is going to knock you off your socks. There you go.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
And that is Michael Turner.
That is beautiful.
That is from Aspen Comics when you did Phantom and everything. So yeah, this is one. This is one of. I think I have 3 different artworks by him. So this is one of them.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Now I'm going to show you a couple of trailers from some other Mike Baron stuff that I don't have yet. That don't mean I'm not going to have. And then I'm going to play a few other trailers from some other great indie books that are available right now. Dave, as always, love you, brother. Thanks for coming out. Tell everybody what else you do, where else you can be found.
Yeah, I'm knocking about on Facebook under Texas Dave, so you can find me there.
And you also hang out with Rex over at Devil Fire on the weekend.
I do indeed, yeah, on a Tuesday nights here, UK time.
There you go. So you can check Dave out over on Rex's channel too, yo. It's not exclusive to the madness. People don't have to only be madness. You can be anywhere. That's the beauty of the madness. Right?
Indeed so.
Look, I will see you tomorrow. In the morning, we're going to do Through the Madness, which we run through the stuff that people have posted in the Facebook group, the Comic Related Madness, and then we go over and we do a little run through some stuff on Fun My Comic, because we love Fun My Comic. So we help them out, show off some stuff over there. So check that out. And tomorrow afternoon, guys, we got something special on Monday Madness. We have the band, the Lunatics Fringe. They also have a book. They sent me a press packet. I opened it the other day. We're going to be going through the book. We're going to listen to some music. It's going to be freaking awesome, man. We're expanding our horizons around here because we're going out. It's not just comics. It's all things that are related to comics. We like comics that mix with music. We love that. We like comics that mix with wrestling. We like all that crossover stuff, guys. Horror comics and everything. Keep doing it because that's what indies are about. Y'all have a great day. I'm freaking out here.
See you later, guys.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting game for the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly, Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Cobb's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Cobb's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mines. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com. There is a creature in the swamps. It lives to destroy. The beast they call Hogzilla.
After his latest get-rich scheme goes sideways, Gary Duba, the quintessential Florida man, ends up with a stash of somebody's high-end memorabilia. His gal Crystal is on probation and preparing for the fight of her life, squaring off against Australia's Queen of Combat. Delilah's got her back in training, staying off rich foods and the nose candy. Meanwhile, Gary and his best friend Floyd have been hired to wrangle a massive, abnormally aggressive feral hog that's terrorizing the swamp and wrecking Gary's old neighborhood. Can they bag the elusive monster swine without destroying the Sunshine State? Reserve your copy of Florida Man vs. Hogzilla at FloridaManComics.com. We're bringing back funny books, y'all.
Just back it already.
I told that moron not to take out my Tchaikovsky tape. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. And the soldier who cannot stop talking, a magician with money issues, and a vampire with a checkered past. But there are other teammates she's yet to meet. One in particular might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right meow.
Hey everybody, Dirk Manning here, the writer and creator of numerous comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Brave But Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.